Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Four Towers Films.
And I'm Doug 218. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Happy Friday and happy Friday to you guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend coming up planned. We are recapping Big Brother season 22 All Stars episode 7.
Eviction number 2.
3.
3. 3.
We're on our third. No, we're on our second eviction. It is eviction number 2. Sorry.
So, as you know, Nicole and David are still on the block. And Nicole is not dealing with this well.
No, because we didn't get to see everything that obviously the feed show because there's not enough time. But you kind of saw how she sort of turned on Janelle and Kaser.
Yeah.
We didn't really get why. Like, if you watch the feeds, you saw, like, Kevin working her and Danny and Nicole F and all that, more or less, because, like, as we said yesterday's episode, Janelle and Kaser and that were telling her one thing, and Kevin and everybody else was telling her something else about them. And plus, we learned a little bit more that they had promised her Memphis was with them.
Yeah.
And, of course, he nominated Nicole. And then Janelle swore to her, because, I mean, Janelle believed it, of course, that Memphis was with them and that he would use POV and save Nicole, which, of course, he didn't do.
No.
So, Nicole, for some reason, instead of blaming Memphis, blamed Janelle and Kaser, that they were basically lying to her. And that's not the case, but everybody else got in her head. So, it's kind of like last season.
Yeah.
Where they were able to get in her head too. So.
Well, that's the problem. She's very much ruled by her head and
her emotions.
And her emotions. And if she's easy to read, and they read her, and they ratcheted her up to the point that she wasn't listening to anybody or anyone.
Well, except for those who are actually working against her.
Yeah.
And I mean, Janelle and Kaser did work hard to try to save her.
That's true.
I mean, they even tried to work Ian, and they tried to work Christmas, and I mean, I think Ian was kind of genuine. I think was kind of split, because really David doesn't do much for his game.
No.
And I think he does like Nicole, but I guess, I don't know if it was just because he was following what Nicole F, because they're an alliance or not, because that's kind of what the big alliance wants kind of thing, or what. But he tends to do things more strategically than by emotion.
Yeah.
So maybe he just thought, they couldn't really get the numbers kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
So why kind of go that way?
Well, and that could, like you said, that could be exactly it. He's a young man that's very analytical, so if in his mind he ran his numbers in his own head and it didn't come out to the percentage in his favor, so of course he's not going to commit himself to it. And he did that in his season as well.
Right, and he was successful at it last
Very
season.
successful.
So, and I think a lot of them thought, because if you remember, after the POV, Danny and all them, even Nicole F, kind of didn't know why Memphis didn't use it and go after Janelle and Kaser, who they see as bigger targets, and they are, really. So they kind of thought it was almost a weak move on their part. So now I don't really think Memphis is part of their alliance.
No.
So.
And we kind of got the behind the scenes why he didn't go after them. He wanted to keep this working relationship with the two of them open, so if things went off the rails
with the alliance, he has other people that can fall back. I mean, if you think about that, that's a smart move.
Oh yeah.
But if you ask me, I know he didn't want to do it to put more blood on his hands, because who else would he have nominated if not for Nicole A? Mm-hmm. Right? Like, once he used the POV, like, who else was he going to nominate if he took her off? Like
exactly.
They wanted. I mean, if he really wanted to kind of still work with them, that's what they wanted him to do, and maybe he should have, to keep the lines open.
Exactly.
But then he's thinking, who else could he put up?
Well,
You know.
You know what? You could have.
Although I think David would have gone against pretty much anybody else.
Well, that's you see, that's the thing though.
So.
You know, now we're playing devil's advocate. You know, and really, what he could have done is to still maintain both relationships. He could have put someone that's on the periphery. That's, you know, okay.
I think he could have gone after it just for the sake as Bailey and Devon, but it kind of almost looks like they think they're kind of working with them too in a way, like with Memphis and all them. But
yeah,
I don't know. There really isn't anybody else he could have targeted other because the rest of the lines wanted to target Janelle especially. So.
Well, that's it. I think he's in a world of hurt right now, Memphis.
Yeah, I think he's kind of an island to himself right now. Because he's alienated his own alliance and also Kay's from Janelle. Yeah. So it might have been a bad move what he did this week.
And how it plays out, that remains to be seen. But I think the young gun's going to have to do some serious hustling and some damage control to even have a semblance of some sort of like backup in this game, because he's burnt both sides of the fence.
It looks like it anyway.
It does.
So we did see a lot of, well, not a lot, but you saw the kind of breakdown with Nicole A and Janelle and Kaiser. Most of really what attributed to that or contributed to that, really, you saw more on the feeds, and you saw there, you saw bits and pieces of like Nicole A talking to Danny or Nicole A talking to Nicole F, and Kevin, but you didn't really see how they kind of manipulated it. I mean, granted, they're playing the game, obviously.
Of course.
They're trying to kind of separate her from Janelle and Kaiser. And I mean, I think for a while, even Danny thought it'd be better to get rid of David and maybe use Nicole A on her side, kind of thing. And she might have worked with them if she kept believing them, and she might have if she stayed in the house, but so we got a little bit of that, but not everything. But you kind of knew pretty much right from that they were going to vote Nicole out.
Oh, yeah. And sorry, I just blanked there. It's Friday, guys. I'm sorry.
But basically, in the end, they did vote out Nicole. But what's interesting is who voted out Nicole. Now, if you've been watching End of the Feeds in the last couple of days, Kaiser's been saying to Janelle, "I don't like people who vote with the house," and Janelle agrees with him. I think we should vote our own way, blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of what they've been arguing to Davon and Bailey.
Yeah.
Don't vote with the house. Because, like, they've even said, they're not that close to David. They're not even friends with him. They're friends with Nicole.
Yeah.
Yet, like we said in yesterday's, Devon, well, she says that it's morals or morality. I don't know if it's morality, because I don't think it's necessarily being immoral to vote David out. But it was kind of her principles that wouldn't allow her to vote him out. But what's interesting is there was a very telling conversation between Devon and David.
Yes.
Whereas she more or less asked him, because Kaiser told her that David's part of the bigger alliance, or a bigger alliance, the guys' alliance, like with Tyler, Cody, Enzo, I believe, and I'm not sure if Ian's part of that or not. I don't think so, but maybe. And so, and of course, she didn't know if she believed it, and Kaiser basically trust me. So she actually confronted David about that. And David more or less admitted to it. He didn't necessarily say but he didn't say no either,
I've got things in place.
He goes, I've got my vote secured. Well, that kind of tells me,
you're hooked up.
Your case is not lying about this. So, and then what's interesting is she told Bailey, and it almost seemed like they were going to vote out David, because really, like Devon said, what's he bring to her game? He doesn't bring anything to her game.
That's it.
The only reason she would keep him is because she ethically, I guess, couldn't vote out a black man because she was also black. But I don't know. I mean, I get it, and Nicole understood it too. But why would you vote out a friend and a female? Because that was something that Bailey, I think, was worried about. That they were picking off all females. They're going after all the girls.
Yeah.
Because there was an all-guy alliance, So it's kind of like they're just going to pick us off, and you're letting them.
Yeah.
Every year they tend to do that. So it's kind of like she almost thought maybe they should vote at David. I mean, yeah, I get the ethics.
Yeah.
But Nicole's your friend. David's not really, and it doesn't sound to me like he's going to work with you. He didn't confirm he would work with you.
No.
So why would you vote out your friend who was willing to work with you and would have your back, and a female over just because David is a black man? Who's more or less said he's not going to work with you. I haven't really seen him working with them.
No.
He's working with the guys. So I don't know. I think it was a bad move on their part, and it may be costly to them. Maybe we'll see. Hopefully not, but we'll see. But anyway, like we were saying, the interesting votes for to keep Nicole was Enzo and Kevin, and we're like, where'd the Enzo vote?
The meow went rogue, man.
Well, maybe there's a plan. I don't know, but I don't know how, because his own alliance didn't know who the second vote came from. They knew Kevin, because Kevin said he wouldn't vote against him.
Exactly.
But she thought it was Janelle Kaiser, but she was told it was actually Enzo who voted against her. But see, that's kind of my point. Is Janelle Kaiser had said just like a day or so ago that they wouldn't vote with the House, yet they did.
Yeah.
Why would you do it? You're already on the opposite side of the rest of the House. Why not just give her a vote? Even if she's going, at least she knows she had her back right to the end.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
No, me either.
No.
I want to bring up something. This now. Bear in mind, folks. This is my opinion. I thought also the reason why she didn't vote David out because Devon.
Oh, okay.
And I'm thinking because she didn't want. Because Big Brother fans are very vocal on social media and all the socials and that.
Right.
It could be that she was trying to mitigate any sort of negative blowback
because a black woman voting
out a black man
over a white woman.
So, but I could be wrong.
I don't know, because I don't. You might be right, but I don't know. I don't know if she's all that concerned. Of course, we don't know her personally.
No.
We don't know if she worries about that kind of thing, what the fans' reaction would be or not. I don't know. She might. I don't know. I don't follow her on social media or anything. So, I think she said in one of the diary room that she said before she went in the house, that she made a promise for herself that there was somebody else who looked like her and that she would never vote them out. See, I understand that,
I do as well.
But in the real world, I can get it, and it's a good thing to stand together and have each other's back and support each other and everything. That's very important. But see, in a game sense, what he blatantly, I mean, she sat there talking with him. I mean, not blatantly, but pretty much, more or less, didn't say he was working with her. And I mean, would he do the same? I doubt it. I don't know. I have the feeling that he wouldn't, because if she was against, say, Nicole F., for example,
he'd pull the trigger.
I think he'd take her out.
Or
if she was up against Tyler, for example. Like, that's a better actual example, because he's friends with Tyler, and they're aligned, kind of like she was with Nicole A. If she was sitting beside Tyler, he'd vote her out
in a heartbeat.
It wouldn't be about that she's a black woman for him.
No.
And I know that may not make a difference to her, but it could hurt her game, and that's the problem. I mean, you're here to play for your daughter, for your family. You don't have to treat them like crap, or you can you know, I don't know. I guess it's just don't sacrifice your own game because I don't think he would.
Yes.
You know, it's better to go with your ally, and Nicole A was your ally.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind David. I don't dislike him.
No.
I've already seen him enough. But I guess it's just I think she had an actual person who was willing to work with him.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
And maybe she should have taken
that opportunity
out of the equation. I don't know. Maybe. I hope it doesn't come back and bite her, but it might. I hope it doesn't.
But like we said, guys, this is all our opinions. And
what do you guys think?
What do you guys
think she
think?
made the right move? Do you think she should stick to her, I guess, morals or ethics, or I guess she calls them morals, and voted Nicole out because she couldn't vote against a black man? Or do you think she really should have stuck with her alliance and kept somebody who actually had her back and who she's friends with? Who would have worked with her? Nicole A is loyal. She would have been loyal to Devon.
Of course.
And Bailey.
So we get the interview with Julie, and Julie doesn't pull any punches with Nicole.
No, she didn't.
Does not. She went in with both barrels blazing, and
got Nicole cried. But I think because she realized her error.
Yeah. And like Julie.
Because Julie Merla said, why didn't you trust Janelle? She had your back the entire time. And you turned on her. Why'd you do that? And Janelle knows it. And what's good is Janelle understands.
Yeah.
She understands. She just felt bad for Nicole.
Yeah.
Because she knew they'd gotten in her head again. And I think because Kevin made her understand that that's what happened last year.
Yeah.
And it's not because she disliked Janelle. And even Devon got it. Nicole actually did feel betrayed by Janelle. It's not because it was gameplay. She really did feel betrayed by her, even though she was lied to about that.
Yeah.
But Julie, she's like, why, she even cried. And when have we ever seen Janelle cry in the house?
No.
I don't think I've ever, even Kaiser said that. Never saw her cry in my house.
Never.
But she's a mom now.
Yeah.
And everything, so she's older.
So, and she actually validated what Janelle told Nicole about the 6-person alliance.
Right. She even showed her who's in it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Nicole kicked herself in the butt that evening.
I'm sure it looked like she was, she got outplayed again.
Yeah.
It's a Survivor thing, but she got outplayed again.
It works here too.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, because that's the name of the game. Right,
So it's time for the HOH.
And it's a timed competition. They have 3, they call it it's really tables, but
lanes.
So, and they have numbers on them up to 5. And they have these beer mugs that they have to push, like shuffleboard kind of thing. Push down the lane, and the highest number, the highest accumulative number wins in the shortest amount of time.
Yes.
So, Cody was first, of course. He's number 1 at first. And then a few of them got really close. There were some that were really close. Really fast and really close. But there was, 1 number off
or you were 2 seconds over.
Just too slow or whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, in the end, Tyler
won
is the new HOH. Now, he's a bit of a wild card. I know he's working with the bigger alliance. And, of course, he's working with David. And he's working with the Guy Alliance. Because, remember, there's, the big 6 alliance. And then there's, those 4 alliance. And now, apparently last night, there was yet another 4 or 5 alliance with Ian. With the guys, too. There's alliance coming out out of thin air here.
Yeah, if you remember a few episodes back, I said we needed a flow chart. And
well, yet another one has appeared. I don't know if it's a real alliance, but, whatever. But it's an all-guy alliance. There's only ever all-guy alliance. There's never an all-girl alliance. You ever notice that?
Well,
girls never stick together.
That's a viable question to put out to the audience and ask. Why do you feel the women
never stick together
on this show and Survivor?
I've only seen on Survivor once. An all-female alliance, and they still didn't win. A guy won.
You know, why can't the ladies
Stick together.
stick together?
I don't know.
What do you think? What?
No, I don't know. I've always wondered that. I always wondered why can't there be an all-girl
Yeah.
alliance? Why can't they stick together like the guys can?
Exactly.
It's so bizarre to me that
You know, so
the guys can form alliances
And
and
the
be
rocks-
loyal to them.
Yeah.
And then girls will start maybe an alliance a day or two. Then when guys get in, oh, okay, that alliance is gone.
yeah.
You know, they go with the guy. I mean, I don't really understand that.
Like truthfully, as a guy, I would love to see the ladies band together and really work together.
Yeah, we too.
You know, because it would be a nice change of pace. Because
Because considering this year,
Yeah.
there's really no chance for showmances. Everybody's
No.
either married or they're already in a relationship. So, you know, this would have been one of the better years to do it.
exactly.
And wasn't it like, I don't know if it was Nicole F. or Danny or one of them wanted an all-girl alliance, but it hasn't really happened.
No, it has not.
And I don't really get why. Like, I just don't understand why can't women be loyal to each other? Like, what's the problem? I don't get it.
Good
But
question.
I don't know. Maybe you guys, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Why do you think there can never be an all-female alliance? Like,
Yeah.
how come there never has been?
Let us know, guys. Tell us what you think.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this week. Tyler's new choice. We will find out later who he nominates, but we will tell you on Monday after Sunday show.
So you gotta wait.
It's only a few days. We got the weekend.
That's it.
Enjoy the nice fresh air wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
As long as it's summer where you are. You might be watching from South America or Southern Hemisphere. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And stay safe. And we will see you next week.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.